The end of that game, the overtime, it was crazy, the comeback that they were able to pull off. Down by as many as 27 points down in the overtime. Take us through that sequence and what you saw, what really stood out.
An absolute meltdown by Milwaukee. They pretty much gave this game away. They're up 7 with 40 seconds to go, and they allowed way too many straight line drives, too many layups and dunks. Halliburton got a dunk to tie the game, and in overtime, he got a straight line drive right to his right hand to get a finish. You can't have these timely turnovers. Gary Trent and A.J. Green played amazing offensively, knocked down shots, but timely turnovers that really hurt them. Gary Trent had 2 in that overtime, which gave Indiana opportunities to get back in this game when they're up 7. Tyrese gets downhill, gets to his left hand, can't foul. If you're going to let him score, let him go. If you're going to foul him, don't let him get the ball up. They also had a foul to give when Doc was yelling to him early in that possession. They didn't use it wisely. Another possession, they break the press, they get it to Gary Trent. Unforced error, just drops the ball out of bounds. These are turnovers you cannot have at this point in the game. And then if you're going to switch out, and Giannis, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, you got to know the scouting report. You cannot let Tyrese Halliburton get to his right and get a straight line drive layup for the game. This is things that you cannot have happen in a timely crunch time manner if you're a championship contending team like the Milwaukee Bucks.
Just costly mistakes there at the end, especially on the road in that environment, and Indiana able to get back in there. But let's focus on Milwaukee for a second, because it's just another bitter end of the season now for the Bucks and Giannis, who is set to enter the first year of a 3-year extension. Where does Milwaukee go from here after that meltdown tonight?
I mean, I don't know. It's a tough summer for them. They're going to have some conversations with Giannis. I see them hitting a reset or a rebuild button. You know, this is a time where they have to really think about what's going on, what's happening, especially with the injury to Dame Lillard. Really tough call for him. I'm sorry that I'm feeling bad for him that he's gotten this injury. But he's going to be out for next season. So with Giannis, without Dame, you are now missing out on another year where Giannis is at his MVP, championship caliber level talent that can't get you one because you don't have the pieces around him. If I'm Giannis, you have to go in the office, sit down, and see what's really in the future for him when it comes to Milwaukee and Giannis being there, because right now they're not in championship contention, and they won't be for next year either without Dame, that Achilles injury.
All right, so hated to see that for him, certainly. They're focused on the offseason now. Meanwhile, Indiana, they're focused on what's coming next, and that is a juggernaut with the Cleveland Cavaliers. What do they have to do to go into this and really make it a series?
Oh, this is going to be a tough one for them. Best of luck. But they're going to have to, push their pace, play at their offensive pace, and get out and running is what they thrive in. And then, defensively, they can't let Cleveland get off from 3. They can't let them get hot from 3. The perimeter, that's where Cleveland's kind of been beating teams and also dominating teams in Miami. They got Ty Jerome, they got Sam Merrill, obviously Donovan Mitchell, and they did this without Darius Garland. But Evan Mobley's hitting 3s. They have DeAndre Hunter, Max Strus. You got to find ways to limit their ball movement and their 3s, kind of slow them down on the offensive end. And on your offensive end with Indiana, they got to push the pace and make them run and try to get them in foul trouble as much as possible. This is going to be an uphill battle for them all series because Cleveland is just that deep, and they're a very dominant team. So Indiana's going to need some luck on their side in this one.
You said it right at the beginning. I was going to say best of luck as you get ready to take on a Cleveland team that is going to be ready and waiting. Danny Green with us here on SportsCenter.
NBA,